Welcome back, everybody, to another film room on the channel. Today, we're going to be going over the pin pull run game concept. I'm going to look at one of the Steelers plays from last season. Going to break this one down, all the blocking assignments, how this play works, how it's designed, all that stuff. Just before we get started, please make sure that you like the video. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. All that stuff is greatly appreciated. All right, so just a little bit about pin pull. Pin pull is one of my favorite run game concepts in all of football. And the reason I love pin pull is because it's really good against any front. Like you can run it against 3-4, 4-3, over, unders. It doesn't really matter. It's really it's a flexible concept. It's a horizontal stretch perimeter run play that's designed to hit outside. And I'll go over kind of the ways that it's flexible and the reason that I kind of prefer this over some of the other concepts out there. So you can see the diagram. I'm going to actually play this one through so you guys can see it. And then I will kind of go back through it and kind of break down everybody's assignments on this play. So get a nice little, I think it's like a 13 or 14 yard gain here from Harris. All right, so let's just go over the assignments here. So right to left. So you got the tight end here. There are two tight ends side to the right on the play side. Gentry is going to have this down block on this edge defender. So this is really the key block, in my opinion, at the start of the play. He's got to pin this guy inside and create some displacement. So he does a good job. He does his job. He displaces this guy horizontally to where he's not able to get in on the play. Freiermuth, since he is uncovered, he's going to climb to this middle linebacker, number 8 right here. And then let's talk a little bit about the O-line rules. So pin and pull is a little bit different than the traditional buck sweep. So some coaches will call them the same. They are very similar. Buck sweep, the way I think of it, is you're pulling the guards no matter what. Like there is no reading. You're pulling both guards to the play side. Pin and pull is a little bit different because the way that I think about it is gap down, head up, or pull. So if you're an offensive lineman, you have a guy in your gap, and he's head up on you, you stay. Or if he's gap down, so like the right tackle here, for example, he is a guy gap down, this 3 tech. He needs to get a down block there instead of pulling. And then you look at Daniels, he doesn't have anybody head up. There's nobody in this gap next to him, so he pulls. Same thing with Mason Cole here. He has nobody head up, nobody gap down, he pulls. They are treating this in an over front, which is what the Jets are in right now. They're treating this defensive tackle as if he's a 2-eye instead of a 1 tech. So they're asking Dotson to reach him on this inside shoulder. This guy rarely is going to affect the play unless he affects it early in the play by getting penetration upfield. So Dotson just has to do a good enough job exploding out of his stance to get to that right shoulder. And then your backside tackle is really just climbing and basically attacking the first color that he sees. So anything he sees that he can get to, that's great. I think he actually tries to go up and get number 8 here because 3 ends up rushing upfield. So we'll kind of let this play through again. Daniels does a really good job here. So on this play, his job is to pull and kick out. You can immediately see his eyes go to this slot defender, and he's just attacking him inside out for the kick out. Cole has a difficult assignment because you can see just the alignment of 57, CJ Mosley. He's got to get out of his stance, skip, and go. What I like here, too, about Harris is he does a really nice job of being patient on this play. He immediately, is kind of out leveraging Cole on this play, but he does a good job kind of slowing up. He's going to put his hand on his backside and kind of just guide him up to the linebacker, taking these short, choppy steps. He's trying to set this guy up and give Cole time to get up there to get this block. So ideally in a perfect world, especially if you have a really athletic center, a Jason Kelsey, a Creed Humphrey, a guy like this, you can really weaponize them out in space right here. And ideally you'd like to see them in a perfect world scenario get to this right shoulder here because look at all of this space that we've created here in the alley. So it's a good enough block, but really Harris kind of makes this work by being patient. But even then, if you look at it, by the time he gets up to this linebacker, we're already 3, 4 yards down the field, and he hasn't even been touched yet. In the NFL, if you can get 4 yards up the field before you even get touched or have to make a move on somebody, that's a W. He does a good job here running through an arm tackle, and then kind of just being an athlete here, putting his head down, driving his legs for those yards after contact. I also do want to point out on perimeter run plays, it is extremely important to make sure that your wide receivers are actually blocking, because all this other stuff can be good, and you can create this these rushing lanes in the alley towards the numbers. But if your wide receivers are just going out there and just giving half effort, and this cornerback can come up and fill, ideally, the cornerback isn't going to make the one-on-one tackle on the running back, but they can cause some disruption and some issues on the play. So I want to give Pickens a good shout out here for being competitive, not just, competitive, but sustaining this block throughout the rep to where Gardner's not even able to get in on the play, playing to the whistle. So really good rep right there. Anytime you can get, 13, 14 yards on a run play, that's nice. Would like to see the Steelers be even more varied in their run game concepts. I felt like over the course of last season, they started to implement some new stuff. Pin and pull isn't necessarily one of their staples, but it is a nice little change up. We saw them implement some new stuff like crunch, and maybe I'll do a video on that one here in the next couple of days. But hopefully you guys like the video. Just a reminder on your way out, please make sure to drop a like. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you drop a comment. Like I said, all that stuff greatly helps me out, helps me bring more content to you guys in the near future. Appreciate you guys. Peace.